Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Last episode, we dealt with an issue that happened to be going on in the mines, specifically Vithrak, who are being controlled by an evil mushroom. I'm not making this up. The Vithrak actually didn't care about the miners. It was the mushroom, it just wanted to expand itself. Fortunately, we got rid of it, and everything's fine now. Now we need to go over to the White Forge itself and see if we can find out what's going on over there. Probably nothing bad, I hope. Let's find out. Alright. Oh. Oh no.
You've been searching for decades. And I thought I'd been on...
Okay.
I'm looking forward to home and a pot.
Well, that was unexpected. And a bunch of, yeah, I didn't expect these either. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. That was a close one. Nesta quivers with exhaustion. I'm usually much more adept at avoiding brigand ambushes. Why were they after you? I'm occasionally mistaken for a tax collector. It's probably that those brigands made that assumption. You could have helped me fight them. Ah, no, I have much more practice at running, and besides, I'd just have gotten in your way. You had things under control. Alright, let's go. I'll see you at the White Forge, then. Did not expect the brigands. Ooh, a weather... we probably... Oh, you're full up. Hold on. Since you are full up, are there any of these I need to... No, I think I can throw some of these away. Waterlogged Grimoire, throw that away. Embossed Grimoire. Ironbound Grimoire. I'm letting you hold on to the named ones. Yeah, we've got Minnaletta's Grimoire. I've already checked these. Okay. As we were saying, you can take this. That doesn't matter, does it? No, nope, you're fine. Okay. I don't know what Sagani was trying to talk about a moment ago, but it was a thing. Alright. We may go take a look at Galvino later, see if he has anything to talk about, although I kinda doubt it. Head on this way. I hear sounds. It does look like they're working on it. Yeah, they're making defenses. Plenty of workers. I wonder if there's anyone here who's named. Oh, and things we can loot, too. Including traps, interestingly enough. Not that I ever used traps. Yeah, they're working on building up defenses for this place in order to make it more useful.
You want me to go back up there? After nearly losing my leg?
You still got it, don't ya?
Huh. The back of the Orlan's head is a patchwork of singed green-brown fur and dark, scar-rippled flesh. She notices you and jumps back a foot. One of her staring eyes is gold and the other is hazel. She flicks her left ear, which is a little more than a nub on her skull. At last, she relaxes.
Ha! Took you for one of them red Sarens. Then I saw you had all your teeth.
She's shouting at you, but a friendly smile warms her face. She smells of sulfur and smoke. I recognize that voice. I'm Laniara.
Hang on, gotta talk into my good ear.
She yells even louder, swiveling a hairless but whole ear toward you.
Now what was... Say, ain't I seen you somewhere?
She scratches a bald patch on her cheek. I reignited the White Forge.
That's it! Felt those aftershocks all the way in Stalwart!
She closes her eyes rapturously.
Must have been a real sight up close. All that fire. Ugh.
Imagine flames everywhere and a rumbling so deep it rattles your bones.
Sometimes I stand on the bridge to the mines just to feel the heat.
She trembles with feverish enthusiasm.
Ugh, keep wanting to see the forge for myself, but the blacksmiths won't let me near it. Don't know why.
She scratches her arm. A clump of burnt fur falls to the snow. What are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, clearing tunnels, blowing old barricades, just tidying up.
She grins, showing all of her teeth.
But soon, I've got to start testing the cannons.
Her voice has dropped to a whisper, or at least her closest approximation of one. She clasps her hands together and looks up at the high tower with nearly religious reverence. Is this about the Iron Flail?
We held them off a few weeks ago, but they didn't run far. Set up a fort in the woods, and I hear they're working on some really fantastic siege weapons.
Well, there must be something you can do.
There sure is.
She's practically dancing, her hands balled into knobby little fists.
Once we have the heavy cannons, that is.
What's the problem with the heavy cannons?
They're all the way up there.
She points up at a tower that punches through the snow-bleared clouds.
I sent a crew to the tower, but they came back complaining about Skuldrak and the other nasties. Nearly took Colmar's leg off. Skuldrak did, I mean.
I could look into it.
That'd be a big help. I'd hate to let those beauties go to rust up there.
She twitches and fidgets like a drunk envisioning a tipple.
And anything you find up there is yours. Battery's full of treasures, and the West Tower has hardly been explored. Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart.
She points up at the snow-dusted walkway.
Yeah, Coolmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there. Meantime, I'll check on our black powder stock.
She gives you a smile full of jagged teeth. Okay, we can
Any
do
luck
that.
with those cannons? No rush, I mean.
Can't you use the cannons down here?
No disrespect to these beauties, but they can't match the big guns for distance or power.
Tell me about the Iron Flail.
They came out here a few weeks back and asked us to vacate the forge, real nice-like. When we told them to turn around or we'd do them like we did their fellow Widewin, things got rough. They went to their fort, but they'll be back for sure. Darien sent a group from Stalwart to parley, but they never made it back. Can't reason with Rayed Sarens. That's why we gotta get these guns working, so we'll be ready for them.
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking care of these lovelies so they can take care of us.
She gazes affectionately at the cannons. You really like explosions.
Well, back in Stalwart, I learned everything Dana knew about black powder, and a few things she didn't. Them she wasn't so happy about. After what might have been a small mishap in the Stalwart mines, they sent me here to put my talents to better use.
How do I reach the tower?
Head through the door.
Okay, we already saw that. Farewell. Okay, other people have things to say, it seems. The days are long and the work's hard, but the pay's worth it. Well met, stranger. Wait, I know you. You're the one that cracked this jelly jar in the first place. In that case, well met indeed, and thanks for the job. He leans forward to shake your hand. As he does, you notice that he's favoring his right leg, and his left hand is thoroughly bandaged. I shouldn't talk too long, or I'll get an earful. What happened to you? Bad hip that got worse after a night with Colmar's rot gut. It'll heal. Just gotta fix this place up before anything else falls apart. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, thing we can loot. We'll see if there's anything over here while you go and loot. It doesn't look like there's anything there. Just some ale. Alright, so that's the West Tower up top. We know how to get up there. Before I do, let me go to the White Forge. After all, we can get here. Heavy stones block the hall. But we do have an easy way to get out. And Nesta's down here.
A simple test. That's settled.
Wheels and levers from minecarts lay scattered. So this is the fabled White Forge. Very impressive. I know several smiths in Crucible Keep who would dearly love to be standing where I am right now. How long were the souls of those Pargrunen bound here anyway? Centuries? Releasing them back to the wheel was probably for the best. These smiths working the forge, though, what are their qualifications? Who trained them? Surely the forge isn't being used as effectively as it could be. I think it would be more profitable for everyone if Crucible Keep trained smiths were brought in to run things here. Wouldn't you agree? As long as the new smiths share their experience instead of taking over entirely, I'd say that's a good idea. A reasonable compromise. I'll make note of your recommendation. All that's left to do is write up a draft of the trade agreement with the terms and conditions we've agreed upon and present a copy to Tarfus. It'll still be a few months before the final agreement can be signed, but we've made great progress here. I appreciate the escort, Laniara. Farewell. We're not gonna go back yet. We still gotta look around and do things here. Okay. Some items there. The surface of the anvil hums with power. It's warm to the touch. Eye-watering heat wafts from the mouth of the White Forge. And if we get more, Durgan iron ingots, we'll be able to make more refined ingots. We've already been up there, so we don't need to worry about that end, but we need to go into the main hall. That way we can actually get up the stairs and get the cannons working. It's probably going to be very important. Oh, hello. We're in the Great Hall, I guess. Huh. I thought that would actually lead outside. Hand me one of those. Quarterfoot will do, but make sure it's not rusted. I'll look. If not, Corbel should have something that works. Black powder, handle with care. Wheels and levers from minecarts lay scattered. A bronze statue of Abaddon stands over incense, ash, and rusted metal tokens. Black powder, handle with care. Yeah, they want care handled with all the black powder, and yet they have all this iron. Not iron, ale. Heavy stones block the hall.
A simple test. I can do that. That's settled.
It was locked, but we could get in. Do not remove any equipment from the armory without permission from Armswarden Maroon or Captain Gregor.
Time to see.
Yeah, go ahead. We have a ton of
That's
lockpicks.
settled.
Excellent. There's another ingot. Aha! That one's trapped. Can you disarm it?
That's settled.
You can. Good. Fine S-stock, exceptional large and medium shields. Okay, there's some good weaponry and armor in here. This cot smells smoky. It's stained with black powder and ash. Under the pillow are a child's crude charcoal drawings, and heavy stones block the hall.
I can do that. That's settled.
Okay. Daily affirm... Old Guard's key. Probably could have used that to get in, but oh well. Worn, dripping simmer at the bottom of this pot. This dwarf gives you a quick nod as he smears the grease and soot from his fingers on his apron. A copper chain dangling from his ear sparkles red in the firelight. I know who you are. Wouldn't be in this place if it weren't for you. He rubs the chain on his ear, flashing a half smile. What can I do for you? What is it that you do here? I'm running the excavation of the lower levels and everything else around here. Supplies, the kitchen, quarters. When you need something, you come to me. I want to see the stores. Well, let's get to it. Ah. Whitecrest's helm for +3 intellect. Right now what we have is +2 intellect, so I think it's worth it to buy that. I think I can sell a few items here. Those are exceptional, but we've got notable items. And honestly, we don't need these grimoires. We've got all the items we need out of them. Exceptional armor, but every armor we have is notable. And sell all of these. There we go. Oh, I forgot to sell that. No biggie. Now then. Well, yes, you have the Hermit's... Oh, you have immunity to Confused. That's an interesting little boost. Wait. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we'll take the White Crest's Helm. We'll lose the Confuse immunity, but the Intellect bonus is much more important, in my opinion. And you are going to take this one. Finally, you actually have a hood! Large streaked pots and dirty cups are stacked next to a note. I cook, you wash. Okay. Okay, this is where the exit is. Everything started shaking. Thought the ceiling would collapse on me. Unnatural, these tremors. We shouldn't have disturbed this place. It's a tomb. The statue of Abaddon is modeled and tarnished, but each bolt and rivet appears crafted with meticulous detail. And this will take us upstairs. And here we are. We'll be able to get to the thing. Oh, look, something we can loot. Was it not looted before? Oh, it had camping supplies in it. Okay, that explains it. Alright. Let me drop down a save before we go in there. Sure is good seeing you. Nobody's been able to push those monsters out of the tower. Yeah, let me drop down a save and we'll go in the tower and clear it out. Not sure what we'll find in there, but hopefully it's something we can kill. Alright, let's head up. Oh, this is actually a lot larger than I expected.
I'll see what's ahead.
We might be here a while. Skuldrak. Okay. More Skuldrak here. I don't think I've actually fought Skuldrak yet. And yet they don't seem that deadly, or that powerful. All things considered. What's this? The artillery lift will be closed until further notice. The cogs are rusting and any failure in the mechanism could be catastrophic. Potion Master Andren is looking into patinating the cogs to make them weatherproof. A map shows the peaks and passes surrounding Durgan's battery. Faded red circles mark choke points.
I'll see what I can find.
Interesting. Is this just a room? Yeah, it is a room, but one with a lot of spiders.
Let's go!
Kill it!
Let's go!
There we go. On the treatment and preservation of cannons. This page seems to be from some larger text. We now have a treatment to prevent our prized cannons from rusting outside. Potion Master Andren developed a solution that seals the metal, protecting it from cold air. We've transformed the old armory into a patination chamber where we can heat the solution into a gas. As the gas suffuses the chamber, it will build up a hard coating on the cannons. After a few weeks, the cannons will be ready for the elements. However, we must be careful around the solution. One of Andren's assistants scalded her throat just from breathing too close to the stuff. The rest of the manuscript has fallen apart over time.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Noted. A little concerning, but noted. And we've got cannon range key. Dwarven tome. That could be useful. Do you get anything out of this? No, you have all of the spells. Unfortunate. This key might unlock this door. No, it doesn't.
A
Interesting.
simple test. That's settled.
Let's see what we've got in here. Flame blights. It's a lot of fire things. And a Forge Guardian, too. Please kill that thing quickly. We're taking a lot of fire damage.
Let's go.
Almost. There we go. Hey, that was a little painful. Oh, there's a room over there to look at. Interesting.
Quickly and quietly.
Okay, this is some kind of forge.
A simple test. That's settled.
So it looks like that was just... Oh, there's more Skulldrak out here. Okay, we can kill him.
That's it!
So what? That was just a way to sneak by these Skulldrak? Is that all this was? Although there are quite a lot of them. But we're also somewhat strong. I can see why they were having a problem getting up here. Almost. And there we go. That wasn't so bad. Wasn't bad at all. Oh, a couple things we can loot here. And this is just a passage. That's the Roundshot Smithery. Okay. Right. This is where the Skulldrak were nesting. That must be the artillery lift that they mentioned. We need to keep exploring.
Let us compete to see who can breathe this poison the longest.
That's a little concerning. The patination chamber. Oh, okay, we need to get something from there. Oh, but Zalwa leveled up. Let's see. Athletics sounds good. I'll give you that. And, mortification. That's per rest. Savage attack, envenom strike. Bloody slaughter, we'll go with that. Okay, what have we got here? Another note. Lever request. This note is written in fine script. The lever for the artillery lift has broken again. I've been telling my men to be as careful as possible while using the lift, but it's difficult to keep your balance on the thing. One bad bump nearly sent a handful of them off the edge, and I'd rather they break a lever to keep their balance than fall off. Unfortunately, it was a clean break this time. We'll need a lever as soon as possible. Scrawled across the bottom in thick ink is an additional note. If your men stop taking up so much ammunition at a time, this wouldn't be a problem. This will be the last lever you'll ever get. Next time you're just getting a hammer. The cannons are cold as ice and banded by angular patterns and prayers to Abaddon. A dwarven lever! Okay, good. That's what we needed. Cannon range. Oh, goody.
Let's go.
Moon spiders.
Dead on.
Please let our guys in. Thank you. Alright, get on the killing of everything.
Dead on.
There we go. Not too bad. Hold on a moment. Item in the weapon rack there.
My eyes are peeled.
What have we got here? And more skull dragon spiders. Come on, get them all dead. We're doing effectively. And there we go. Aha, I was trapped. Should've known. Ooh. Vent Pick, a unique stiletto. It's exceptional. High attack speed, chance to cast flames on devotion on hit or crit. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Yellow gelatinous residue lines the bottom of a broken tube.
And what does the flame reveal?
What else have we got here? Pargroon Rust Dissolver. A small label on the side reads, Property of Aethorol, for use on rusted materials only. Distant relatives leaves the stronghold. Who knew a creature as disgusting as a disease pudding could be so useful? Their ability to not only prevent metals from rusting, but to remove rust entirely is astounding. I can only imagine what sorts of contraptions we can devise without having to worry about exposing iron to the elements. As always, I get ahead of myself. Finding these creatures is already a chore. Keeping them properly contained is nearly impossible. I was lucky to acquire what few I have.
A simple test. That's settled.
And a whole bunch of potions. Okay. And it seems there's something over here we can look at. Let me drop down a quick save first before we see what's over here. Alright, let's see here. You peer through the hole and see a wide, sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Look down. Wind whistles by your ears. The peaks of the White March rise below you and continue into the distance. Send someone... I'll go onto the ledge. You sidle across the ledge. You reach the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. Might 14 bash through the wall. You pound on the wall. It's taxing work, and by the time the wall starts to give, your shoulder flares with pain. The ancient masonry crumbles away, and a stinging vapor rushes through the breach. You hold your breath and close your eyes, clinging to the wall as the rest of the gas escapes. Enter the room through the widened crack. You continue into the newly cleared room. Oh, look at that! And we've got a patinated cog. Oh! This is that room that that was filled with poison. We just happened to find another way in that cleared away all the poison. Okay, this works. These cannons are encrusted with thick, pungent slime. Okay. Yep, that's the patination room, or whatever it is. Yep, patination chamber.
Know what I love about travel? Learning new things about myself. Like my fear of heights.
Right. Let me drop down a quick save again. This episode may go a little long. Alright, let's take a look at these things. The gearbox looks strangely empty, like it's missing a cog. Upon closer inspection, you see a thin layer of yellow slime coating the gearbox. Oh, we've got a new cog. Insert it. You slot the new cog into place, and the mechanism looks ready to run now. The chain is so rusted it barely moves. Oh, we've got the Pargroon Rust Dissolver. You pour the contents of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a slick brown puddle. The heavy chain squeaks with movement. This slot looks like it's missing a lever. Fit the replacement lever into the slot. With a little maneuvering, it clicks into place. Pull the lever. The lift at last shudders into motion, lifting you toward the clouds. The lift makes slow, jouncing progress. It lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop, and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous Skulldrax swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you, but before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling wings and a heavy must alert you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. Make a stand in the center of the platform. The largest Skulldrax dives to the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews sizzling acid across the platform. It scalds you. Your own scream rings in your ears and you smell burning flesh. The smaller Skulldrax zip past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Send someone to fix the winch. Smoke rises from the rattling, grinding winch. Repairing it will be a chore. In addition, the Skulldrax sweep through the air above the platform, their ears swiveling and twitching as they listen for movement. Durance. Durance scrambles noisily toward the winch. Footfalls echoing in the dark shaft. A Skulldrax pulls away from the pack and flits toward Durance, drawn by the ruckus. But Durance adopts a fearsome stance, shoulders back and head high. The Skulldrax yelps and speeds past Durance, rejoining the pack. Durance reaches the winch and sets to work on the jammed, rusted cogs within. Unfortunately, the problem looks increasingly complex. It's not clear how quickly or whether Durance can repair the winch. Continue fixing. The largest Skulldrax dives towards the middle of the lift, spewing acid. The smaller Skulldrax zip past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, okay. Continue fixing. One Skulldrax breaks from the pack and plummets towards the winch, ramming Durance's shoulder with its blunt head. Within moments, Durance has cleared the jam. Durance rushes back to the lever. Just then, the large Skulldrax swoops overhead and spews acid. It misses Durance, but catches you and the rest of the platform in the spray. Durance yanks on the lever. The chains rattle and clink, and the platform starts to move. The Skulldrax scatter. As the lift resumes its climb, the startled Skulldrax retreat back into the shadows. The platform rises from the tower, and you feel a cold wind on your face. Well, that was a little painful. And we've all, gotten pretty, severe burns and severe wounds. This doesn't look pleasant. Alright.
Long way down.
That it is. Through the gap, you see winding stairs and the dull glint of more cannons. And we've got more Skulldrax up here. Including an Elder Skulldrax. Hey, how about you give us a blessing? That sounds like it'll be a good idea. Thank you. And it looks like we got him. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Ooh. Dragon's Maw Shield. This shield... Okay, this is something that I think I'm going to be using. Oh, let me actually pick it up. Yeah, I think I'll use that instead of the larder door that I've been using all this time. So, let's bind it. Deal 300 damage to enemies with at least 75 endurance, or deal 1500 damage to enemies to unlock the next level.
Sure.
Okay, then. Engravings depict the Pargrunan's journey to the White March. The cannon is frozen and immobile. Hello, Joker. You turn the wheel, and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling towards smoke and flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is a haze of smoke and heat shimmer. Coughing, you bat acrid fumes away from your face. As you acclimate to the soot-choked air, you see flames leaping in the distance. Each flare bathes you with warmth, and even as you struggle to pick out the details of this place, something about it seems familiar. Examine your surroundings. You can see little through the thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminate a dragon's head cast in stone. It's the White Forge. As you start toward it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back at the sound of metal slamming into metal and feel a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recovering your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, muscle, and tendon working in harmony beneath the bronzed flesh. The hand's owner is hidden behind clouds of smoke, but the hand itself is wrapped around a pole as thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Follow the pole. You continue onward to see what lies at the other end of the pole, and what's responsible for the clangorous music, just as the hand rises again. It swings back down in a perfect arc. A tower of metal smashes down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essence as another deep ringing note sounds. You realize that you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat and essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy is sucked from the hammer and into the work under it. Inspect the hammer. It is a block of black steel, as dark as a starless night and shiny enough that you can see your reflection in it. It's a work of art itself, a study of simple yet perfect design. Get a closer look at the work. As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls on an expanse of steel as smooth and broad as lake ice. The figure itself is enormous, a mage folk of twisted flesh and forged metal. Its arms end in two spiked clubs, and its head is a blunt, eyeless wedge. It opens its mouth and keens. The desperation in that noise reminds you of a newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes at your back. You look up and see the hammer, its head once more glowing with essence, speeding toward you. You awaken to the sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pushing heat through the tower floor. But in the vapor that pulses from the boiler and pipes, you smell the fumes of the White Forge.
The warmth of this boiler has made the cold less unbearable upon my flesh. Is it too soon to turn it off?
A little concerning there. Taxes collected, yay. Okay, well, with that done, we should probably head down and report in. And you know what? I'm going to, there's going to be a, yeah, go to the front gates, please. There you are, Wingra.
That was incredible! Whole Forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here. And now to see about these cannons.
She rubs her hands together. She starts for the door, but then she remembers something.
This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
Few questions. Now, how do these cannons work?
If only I could show you. But everyone else is all worried about accidents and injuries. Shh. So they've said I can't fire them until there's a real need. I'm headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
She skips toward the door. I can't help but wonder if there will be another...
My hands do not look like that. Whoa.
Hush. I do wonder if there's something there now. Now that she's up here, does she have more to say or do? Oh yeah, there's more here. Heat rises from the pipes below. The cannon feels warm.
That one's Caradmar the Elder. That's... I'm calling...
That one, Fat Ingleroad until someone tells me not to.
You got a real purpose...
Okay, so she has nothing else to say. But we've got workers dealing with the cannons
those
here.
after those three? They're... I forgot.
Oh, the names of the cannons! That's what she was talking about. She named the cannons. Okay. Alright. Let's head down. And I have to end this episode here. It's gone on way too long. Next episode, we'll turn in the few quests we have, turn in the loot, and, we'll do something else. We'll probably explore the areas to the east, because they're not actually connected to the main quest line. But I'm a little concerned about that vision we had. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Laniara, Maneha, Zawa, Durance, Aloth, and Sagani. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, and I shall see you all next time.